I was never supposed to make it to this point.
And there goes Freddie Jackson.
They said my football career should have been done years ago.
Jackson on the move.
All my life I was told what I couldn't do.
Fred Jackson in the open field.
And all my life I've been proving them wrong.
That move said it all.
Their doubt has always been my motivation.
Jackson is off to the races.
And until my final play, their doubt will continue to drive me.
Fred Jackson! Exclamation point!
I am Fred Jackson, and this is my story.
It's not a journey I would change for anything. It's helped me. It's helped build me into the player and the person that I am today. So I've enjoyed it, and I'm still enjoying the ride.
This is a football odyssey unlike any other. There was no draft day moment, no fanfare, and no guarantees. All that existed was hope. Hope that a Texas-born kid could play Division III football and still be able to realize a lifelong dream.
I know it would be hard, a slim chance for me to make it in the NFL. And I knew that I had to have a backup plan. The mindset was, give it, 2-3 years fighting, trying to see if I could get on the roster somewhere, and if not, fall back on that degree and get a 9-5.
After finishing his career at Coe College, Jackson failed to crack an NFL roster. Fred held out hope he could eventually play pro and turn to the Arena League. It was there that things went from bad to worse.
It was tough. It was definitely tough. I did, I want to say, 3 workouts for, arena teams. Nobody was interested. And, the next best thing was the bottom tier of, arena. That's where my wife came in. She said, this is a dream you want to chase. You chase it, I'll continue to work and support us while you do this.
He had always hoped to get to play at a higher level. It was a dream of his since he was a little kid. But the main thing is, I think, the love of the game. He wasn't done. He wasn't ready to be done.
And while Jackson continued to chase his dream, the reality of his situation began to set in.
I remember one year, I think I made about $10,000. So, and that was, between playing football in the indoor league where I'm making $200 a game, $225 if we won, and then working as a youth counselor, from a 9 to 5, so to speak. So it was one of those things where I knew I had to cut back.
Fred was barely making ends meet. There was no light at the end of the tunnel, and frustration began to set in.
I never got the opportunity to come into a camp or something like that, and I think that's what hurt the most, or what was the hardest thing about it is I felt like that if I ever got that opportunity that I would take advantage of it.
Just when things looked bleak, Fred got a call from Buffalo GM and Coe College alum Marv Levy. Jackson was given a shot by the Bills and sent to NFL Europe. But there was one major issue. His wife was pregnant with their first child. Fred knew failure would mean the end of the road when it came to football.
The number one thing that I said, if I cannot take advantage of this and turn some heads while I'm over in NFL Europe, then this isn't what I need to be doing. And, I had that conversation with my wife is, if this doesn't work out, we'll find something else to get into.
Jackson made the most of his final opportunity in Europe. He returned to America and finally got his chance to shine on the biggest stage of all.
Aside from, getting married, having kids, it was the greatest moment of my life. It was one of those things where I think I might have slept a half hour, 45 minutes the night before because I was just so excited, about the opportunity to go out and be, a starting running back in the NFL. And when I got the handoff, the number one thing I said to myself was run. This is what you've been waiting for.
With his confidence growing, Fred's goals changed. He went from hoping to make it to striving for domination.
Fred Jackson, touchdown, Bills!
The most unheralded player in the National Football League, Fred Jackson.
They have as good a running back as anybody in the league.
Whenever you need a play, count on Fred Jackson.
It's unheard of. It's unheard of what he's done and how many people he's proven wrong along the way. It's not like he was given a shot right out of college and was able to prove people wrong. He had to prove people wrong on about 5 different levels before he got to the NFL to prove everybody wrong.
You have to fight to get to where he is, and it is unbelievable that he's playing in the NFL. And that just tells you there's probably some other guys out there that have the talent but don't have his perseverance to make it where he's made it.
There is no doubt he's earned the respect of his peers on the field. But what defines him off of it is what those close to Jackson talk about most.
A great man. There's two basic types of people in this world, givers and takers, and he's a giver. He's not a selfish, me kind of guy. He cares about other folks.
The most important thing, throughout my life, with all the great accolades and things like that I get in football, none of that compares to being a father and a husband.
And while his legacy on the field is yet to be finalized, one thing is for certain. Jackson's long and unique story of heart and determination is one he will cherish forever.
Not very many people can say they came from Division III to play in 2 indoor football leagues, to playing in the NFL Europe, to playing in the National Football League and being a starter. If it's ever going to happen, it's not going to happen again for a very long time. So I think that would be the one thing that I can say I'm the most proud of, is just, taking that journey.